Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Peak to Middle School. My name is John Sammy Sprinkler Narwhal, and I am here with Kyle.
Yeah, you are. I have something to declare right now.
Okay.
I think colds are canceled. I don't think colds are a thing anymore.
Yeah, I read that the cold, number of the common cold and the flu are way down.
Yeah, I didn't actually read anything. I just thought this. But I was thinking about it. I don't know anyone personally that has had a cold in a year.
Yeah, dude.
And so I'm just thinking if enough people just don't have colds, are colds just gone? Because
Can we eradicate the cold?
Yeah, I feel like if colds are around, it's always someone that has it and is spreading it to someone else. I mean, there's probably someone out there with a cold. Like, that's how COVID started. Like, one person had it and then spread it. But, if we could just get rid of colds, that would be huge.
Yeah, so what we do is we put out on social media, maybe the government, is there just a U.S. government account?
POTUS, maybe?
Yeah, maybe POTUS tweets out, hey, guys, if you have the cold, please notify us of you. We will come find you. We will take you away, and then we will isolate you guys for, until your cold's gone.
Yeah.
And then all the other people will stay away and stay safe, and then we successfully eradicate the cold virus.
Perfect.
And then people would be super down for that.
We could just treat every disease or any kind of little illness like COVID. Like, oh my God, he's got allergies? All right, let's get him away. It could be a cold.
Yeah.
We don't want to get colds.
No, I think that people would be really down for that. They would love to give away some of their freedom to
stay inside,
benefit society.
Yeah.
And eradicate this illness.
Cool. Well, if you have a cold, you better fucking quarantine for weeks.
Yeah. No, but it's true, though. I was reading that the common cold cases and the flu are way down. And it's just because, obviously, social distancing and people, isolating, but then also just the fact that people are taking care of themselves way more than they have, just washing their hands more, being more careful, exercising.
Taking care of themselves. I don't know if more people are exercising. I really don't think so.
Yeah.
I think people are taking care of themselves is just staying away from other people, which I don't know if that's taking care of yourself.
Yeah, I don't know either. That's something I wanted to talk about. I think there's I'm all for self-love and have a self-care day or whatever, but I also do think that now things are getting weird where there's now I think there's a line that needs to be drawn between self-care and literally doing things that are not in your own self-interest.
Yeah. Self-harm, basically.
It's self-harm, but you're labeling it as you're treating yourself.
You're treating yourself to some harm.
Yeah. I don't think that I don't think you should glamorize overworking and fucking killing yourself and slaving away, but I also don't think we should glamorize this pigging out on insane amount fucking
man versus food.
Yeah, ASMR food shit. What's that called? Mukbang.
Yeah.
That shit is absurd. But then also just I don't know, I see tweets where it's oh, if you gain 20 pounds this summer, it's hot boy summer. And I'm I don't know if we should ever be encouraging. I'm not saying if you gain weight that you're a failure, that's something that needs to be looked down upon, but it just, to me, the concept of encouraging that behavior that's literally bad for your health seems weird.
Yeah, it's hard because you want to, it's the balance between do you just want people to be happy or healthy? Because a lot of people that are just trying to, I don't know, body positivity, I think that is great, body positivity, but not when it's just you're encouraging people to be unhealthy. And I don't know. I just wouldn't want to, I wouldn't want to live like that. I don't know.
Yeah,
maybe that's just me though.
And I mean, and if eating a certain way or a certain thing genuinely does make you happier and make your life better, then by all means do it.
Yeah.
I feel maybe a lot of people get tricked or manipulated into thinking that this is out of self-love when maybe it's out of a different place that you're not really realizing, that maybe it's out of fear or you're not, I don't know what it is, but I don't know.
It's also hard because we live in a time where if you say anything about it, all of a sudden you're a horrible person. So there's probably someone listening that's hearing this and thinks we're terrible people.
We're body shaming them.
We're body shaming people.
No,
I just think we should all try to strive to be healthy people mentally and physically.
Yeah, and I think do you remember a long time ago I asked you on the episode, I was what are some things that you think every person should just anything that any human should strive to do.
Exercise.
And one of them was like, be a good person. Like, and I do, to me, part of that, just like a moral obligation of like being alive is to like take care of this gift of life and like treat it well. And I feel like being unhealthy is just not treating this gift that we have well.
And even if it's not for yourself, if it's for your family, even like, think about it. Like if you're not healthy, then there's a chance that you're going to maybe die early, and then think about your family.
Yeah.
Like I don't want that my family to go through that.
Yeah.
Like we've been through that. I don't want to I don't want anyone around me to go through that.
Yeah. And what sucks is like that type of stuff is inevitable.
Yeah.
But it's more of like the question of, you know, we all know it's going to happen at some point, but why have that come sooner than it needs to be?
Right. Exactly.
And it's also like there's a difference between, you know, if you have like a certain time where you're really overwhelmed with life or you're just really stressed and like things, if you lose control of things for a little bit, and like that's fine. I think we've all been there where you splurge or you kind of fall off the horse for a little bit.
I just saw my old transcript from college.
Yeah. You know what it's like.
You can tell where I fell off.
By all means, that's totally okay.
Yeah.
And that happens. But I also don't think that it's something where you should ever be like, okay, well, it happened. Let's embrace it and be like, you know what? Fuck college, like failing classes. If you need to fail all your classes, go fail them.
Yeah. Mental health.
If it makes you happy, fail those classes.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, and obviously it's not the exact same. Like, you can't really compare those directly, but
yeah,
that's how it feels.
What are you going to do?
So I got so today's a lake day for the boys. We got some claws.
It is a swamp. It is a swamp in here. It is so hot and muggy. It feels like we're in a steam room right now.
Yeah, on our Patreon pre-show, by the way, if you want to become a patron, you get a bunch of extra content, patreon.com/PIMS podcast.
Boom, do it.
We were saying how tomorrow is going to be between 106 and 109, and you even saw it could potentially get up to 111.
Yeah.
Now, so today we're going to have a lake day with the boys when we're done recording this. Yesterday, I was paddleboarding on the lake, and I realized that I don't know at what age I'll come to the realization that the sun will indeed burn you if you stay out long enough.
I mean, we've said 100 times, the sun is undefeated. It does not lose.
Dude, yeah, the sun is like, it also has 100% shooting percentage.
Dude, yeah. It's just like Steph Curry times 10.
It's truly remarkable what the sun can do. And like every single year of my life, I get sunburn and I tell myself, next time I'm going to be responsible because I don't want to feel this pain again. Yeah. And then the next time rolls around and I'm Steph Curry. I got short memory. When I want to shoot, I just keep shooting.
But you're just shooting the wrong shots because you're not putting sunscreen on.
Yeah, it was a lot of air balls. And yesterday I didn't put any sunscreen. I put sunscreen on my shoulders and my face and my arms, and those are all good. And the places I didn't put them were the top of my feet, my back, and my right hand.
Yeah, all
those places that I didn't put them are fucking burnt.
Yeah, that's the thing is like if you're gonna do sunscreen, you might as well just do sunscreen and do all of it.
Yeah, going half-ass with sunscreen is fucking stupid.
No, it's almost. I'd rather have. Well, no, I was gonna say I'd rather have my whole body burned, but it sucks when you have like just the white patch that you actually put stuff on and then just random burns sporadically throughout your body.
Yeah.
And then you get weird tan lines. Like Jordan from California, I can just see him when his shirt's off. He had like burns on just like the tops of his shoulders down his arms. He's way tanner there than everywhere else.
Yeah, dude, his skin is like a gradient.
Yeah.
Like it goes from like a little lighter to like darker up on the shoulders from the burns.
I'm white all of it.
Yeah.
Which is why I need to lube myself in sunscreen.
Or you go the other way where you just say, I'm going to punish my body, give it way too much of that D, and just see what happens.
I've done that before.
You just turn into a tomato?
Yeah, I turn into a tomato.
Does the tomato ever turn into like a moldy brown tomato?
Yeah, it gets there by the end of the summer. By the end of the summer, you can tell a difference in my skin tone. Maybe I'm still not as tan as you currently are, but almost there. And you can just tell there's a darkness to me. Yeah. But that's just from hours and hours of being pounded by the sun and being burned over and over until it turns into a tan.
Being pounded.
Yeah.
Pounded by the sun repeatedly.
Yeah.
Just
no protection. Yeah. That's why you always had to wear protection.
That's good.
When it's the sun, sex, other things. Football, yeah. Cup and baseball, you got to wear protection.
Yeah. Yo, isn't it really weird that how being tan has just become this like beauty standard? It's more common to desire to be tan than to be really pale. But I feel like with certain models or certain like actors or actresses, there's certain scenarios where being like real, I'm talking just for white people right now, obviously, but like there's also the desirable trait to be really, really white sometimes, where like where you have like bleach blonde hair and you're like super white and you know, like what country's the whitest?
I think in Korea, that's one of those places where it's glamorized to be lighter than
really?
darker. I'm pretty sure. At least I remember it was at one point. I remember learning about that in school.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's so weird how because like to me, skin tones don't really like mean anything. And I mean, obviously my family naturally is like a little darker than like Kyle's family, let's say, but like, I don't know. To me, if I look at someone and they're tan versus pale, that never is a thing in my head on like whether or not I think they're attractive.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think honestly, like being tan is like makes someone more attractive. I feel like for me, yeah.
I don't know. I mean,
not like too tan. There comes a point where it's scary.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I guess, but I just for my personal preference, like I think that you can be pale and be like really attractive. What percentage chance do you think you have of not being burnt when you wake up tomorrow morning?
Ooh, dude,
take a guess and we'll see.
It's like 70-30 that I'm burnt tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah. In some way. And then the next day I'm going to have to wake up. It's going to be even hotter tomorrow. And I'm going to have to help my sister move into her new apartment. And I'm the only guy. It is me, my mom, and my sister.
So you're going to be lifting all the
fucking
heavy
workhorse.
Yeah.
Every time. I am just always the workhorse. And it sucks.
Hey, man. You know, they need you. You're helping them out. You're doing them a solid.
But it sucks.
But it does suck because then when you have to move, there's no way Karina can help you the same caliber that you helped her.
That's what I'm saying.
Maybe she can help you decorate though, so you can get more than like one thing on your wall.
That's true. I do need help with decoration. My decorating is not good.
Yeah.
My wall has, I think, like 2 medals on it and like 1 picture, and I think that's it.
Dude, your room is like an asylum.
It is. Yeah.
Do you ever just like go in your room after like a long day and feel like scared or like uneasy in your own room, or does your room feel like a safe place?
I mean, it just feels like my room. I don't really
Your room
care.
just like, it feels so like sterile to me.
It is. It feels like a hospital room. It's weird. It's just like everything's barren and it's just like something bad happened.
And then there's just like this lone like medal hanging, and it's just so eerie.
Oh, he won 1 award ever. Cool.
I feel like in a horror movie, like it'd be one of those things where you don't really like the character sees that medal, but they don't even really check it until 40 minutes in. And right near the climax, they check the medal and it says like
next dead.
most dangerous person.
Yeah.
Wait, most dead?
I don't really know.
Oh, like they had the most like KIAs.
I was thinking like you're gonna die, like it's on the medal. If it was like a horror movie, like maybe the ghost is sending you a subliminal message.
And then like as soon as you read that, the medal like magically flies onto your neck and suffocates
strangles
you.
me. Like Hank. Yeah. We were on different pages on that joke, but it's cool.
But we ended up
on the same
regrouped.
page. Yeah,
we hit like I did a U-turn or but I had to do a 3-point turn.
Yeah,
because the road was a little narrow, and then
we're back.
The car behind me started honking really loud and said, "You're fucking ugly." And then I got back here.
Cool.
Yeah,
dude. Some guy the other day, I was driving and I was just driving through a green light and he was coming the other way, and he just rolled down his window and stuck his head out the window and just went. As I drove by, and it was at like 7 in the morning.
He was driving, sticking his own head out his own window.
Yes,
that would make me like swerve my car.
I know. You drove right past me and just went and my window was down, and it was like I was on my way to work in the morning at probably 6:30. And I was like, this is quite the energy to have at 6:30, but it made my morning. It made my morning better.
Is there a possibility that he was screaming at someone else, or was he definitely aiming
No,
at
he
you?
was looking at me. I was the only car driving by. I don't know why he did it.
What'd you do? Did you give him a weird face? Were you wearing something weird?
I mean, I was going by pretty quick, so it kind of happened. And it took me a minute to be like, he just... like
that?
he just went. And,
But
like,
can you try
made a
and
face.
recreate it in real time? Like probably like what you heard as you drove by. Yeah, nice.
That's all I got.
Yeah.
And then I was just, it was a 1 second pause, and I started bursting out laughing. So it was like, what the fuck?
You know how you can like
Yeah.
hear them coming sometimes?
Yeah. It was like, yeah.
What? No, what were you gonna
I was
say?
gonna say it's like an ambulance when it drives by, and like
Yeah.
you hear the different tones. Whoa!
Yeah. So we got MLB The Show.
Yeah.
Dude. That's like
So addicting.
I love Warzone, but the love I had for Warzone was a different feeling than the feeling I have with the show.
Yeah, the show's it's one of those games that you can just keep building on, and there's just always something more to do. Warzone's the same kind of thing every time. This is just like you could just not. You could just keep going.
Yeah, Warzone. I was drawn to because of just the kind of
Murdering.
like the thrill, like
Shooting people.
Yeah. The short thrill of shooting fake innocent people.
And then being like, yeah, gotcha, bitch. You fucking noob.
You're a fucking pussy. I fucked your mom.
Yeah, you're better. I'm better than you. Dog water.
Dude, that's like
so
it's
weird.
so funny how that's like the norm of like gaming culture. Or it's when you think of gaming culture, that's what people think of. And there are people that are genuinely like that, but it's so weird because me or any of my friends have never been like that.
No.
Like we've never been playing as a squad and we die, and like none of our friends have ever wanted to go out of their way to actually like talk to the other person.
Yeah, like message somebody and be like, you're fucking trash. You got so lucky that you got me there.
1v1 me, you fucking pussy.
Yeah, that's my favorite. I just love talking shit to people online and then making them so mad that they message me.
But like we don't do that. We don't really talk shit to people.
I do in Rocket League.
Oh, you'll like.
I always do it. Hit him with a what a save.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wow.
Or like nice shot when it's just nowhere close.
You're the fucking worst.
I use it. Well, you gotta wait till they start it. If someone's gonna start it, I will end you.
Yeah. Well, and it's also hard to talk shit if you're not winning.
Yeah, that's true.
But I don't know. Like with Warzone, it was just such a. I know how to play the game, and although that doesn't mean that I'm like am that like the best player, but I at least know like in this situation you do this, and since I know the foundation, then there's like this thrill of just kind of like getting better, sort of. But then with the show, it's like I don't know anything, so not only am I learning, but then also there's so much shit to collect. It's like Restaurant Story vibes, where it's like truly, it's like because with the Restaurant Story, I got addicted because I knew that it would never end. I just knew that there's always something to do. It's like a life simulator.
It really is. Like, why did we play that game? Because all we would do is just like cook food, and then you just click the food that it's done, and then start more food. And and then you like buy some tables.
And then you made your place look cool. You got to upgrade it.
Yeah, but if you
It was a
about
sense of satisfaction.
it's a life simulator. Open your own restaurant and do it.
Well, you liked Simpsons Tapped Out, Bakery Story, Restaurant.
No, I'm a big fan of all those Clash of Clans.
But
Clash
you could
Royale.
say the same thing about the
Oh,
show.
I can't.
Like, why are we gonna collect fake baseball cards?
Yeah, but baseball's cool. It's way better than like
Restaurants are pretty cool, dude.
I love restaurants, but I love baseball more.
Do you
I was
love
thinking
baseball
like,
more than
would I
restaurants?
rather never ever go out to eat at a restaurant again, or never go to a baseball game again?
You'd probably choose the restaurant,
Dude,
wouldn't you?
I think I'd rather go to a restaurant.
Really?
I mean, like, I'd rather go to a baseball game, but
would you be able to watch baseball on TV, or would it just like not baseball games just weren't a thing?
I'd hope I'd still be able to watch it.
Yeah.
But even then, it's like, if I'm not even there, is it even happening? You know?
You're starting to sound like me right now.
Yeah,
If
no.
it's not there, does it really exist?
Well, no, like it is happening, but it's like, what's the point of me caring if I can't even witness it in real life?
But you could watch it on TV.
Yeah.
That's what you. It's
I
not like
know.
you go to a bunch of games now. You
I know.
still experience the game.
Yeah, but just knowing that I could
Yeah.
is nice.
That's true. Yeah, because every time you watch a game, you could like imagine, like, oh my god, if I was there right now,
Yeah,
this is
exactly.
what I would be doing.
Yeah. Or just knowing that I'm going to go to a game in the future.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I'll watch these guys pretty soon.
You know how we were talking about the video of like Arnold Schwarzenegger saying that when he gets like a pump from lifting, it feels like an orgasm
Like
to him.
comes or something.
I always want to know with anybody if they have like a thing that they are very passionate about and just love more than anything. I want to get inside their head in that moment where they're like doing it or experiencing it and see what it feels like. Like if I could be in your body when the Mariners win a World Series, it would feel so much different than being in my body when they win a World Series.
It's true. Or just being in a Mariners body if they win a World Series.
Yeah, bro.
Anyone. I just like, that's one of the, there's some feelings that I wish I could experience. And hitting a home run in a major league game, like a walk-off home run, has got to be one of the coolest feelings ever. Because that exhilarating save that I had in Rocket League the other day was like the coolest thing that's happened to me in a while. And that's sad.
It is sad.
But it was like the most excited I've been because it was like a buzzer beater save and it was sweet. And it was in a tournament. And I just like screamed at the top of my lungs, like, you know, just out of excitement.
No, you can't just say that and then not scream.
It was like a save and just, fuck you.
Nice.
Yeah, it was cool.
Dude,
you had to be there.
What do you, that's an interesting question. What do you think is the most exciting thing that's happened to you in the last year?
Dude, maybe that save.
Yeah, that's so sad.
No,
but like,
definitely not. You know what? I really don't know.
I don't have that many like crazy exciting things I've done.
And that's what I miss about sports is just being on a team and like having moments like that. Like when you grow up, you kind of just don't have those moments anymore. And you have your moments.
You can seek those moments out in your life.
You can, but I don't know. Like if I were to just play on like an adult baseball team, that wouldn't hit the same as when I was in high school. And like it felt like it mattered more.
If you were in like a men's league softball and you hit like a walk-off home run,
I mean, that'd be cool.
You'd be pretty hyped.
I really don't think I would care as much as I did back then.
I mean, yeah.
Because like, I don't know, when you're younger, it feels like it matters more. Everything feels like it matters more when you're younger. And you
because
get older
in a
and you realize
sense it does. Well, but in a way, like as you're younger, if you do get good at a sport, that could lead to like college or like opportunities.
But I didn't even want to play in college.
Yeah, you just like the thrill of just playing.
Yeah.
See, that's something with sports that I like wish I had more of. I mean, I love sports, but I never had the innate like just true joy of just playing the game. Like I was playing, like I did enjoy it, but at the end of the day, I was playing.
Didn't feel like you were playing a game.
Yeah, I mean it was like a competition, but it's not like if I could have picked to do anything that day, it probably wouldn't have been go play a basketball game. But like it doesn't mean I don't want to ever. Doesn't mean I want to never play basketball. But it's like I was partly playing because of the challenge, but then also like. I did have a goal at one point, or for like when in middle school and stuff, I was like, oh, I'm going to play college basketball one day. Mm-hmm. But as soon as I got to a point where I realized, one, that wasn't going to happen, but also I didn't even think I want to do that, I had no passion for the game at all. Yeah. And that's what I wish I had, like, because you love baseball for the game of baseball.
Yeah.
And I don't feel that way about, like, basketball or the sports I played.
Yeah, and I think the people, anyone that's going to move to the next level has to have that love of the game or whatever. I mean, there's people that make it to the pros and don't have that love of the game. We're good.
And then they play for a few years and then they're
out
done.
Because, they're not going to work hard enough.
Yeah, but that's crazy that you can people can get to like a professional level. Not many, but some can get to that level and not even like
Jamarcus Russell.
He didn't like football?
He's the perfect example. He would never watch film or do any of that stuff. There was the famous story of, so if you guys don't know, Jamarcus Russell was the first overall pick. He was a quarterback for the Raiders in like the early 2000s. He's like known as one of the worst draft picks of all time because he had all this talent. There was rumors that he could throw a football 70 yards from his knees.
Which and that's just unheard of.
And I've heard of people that saw it and were like, yeah, he could do that. And he just, I guess he just didn't really want to work. So the Raiders would send him home with like game film to look at, which like every quarterback has to do, every player has to do, and he would just never watch it. And so they were suspicious that he wasn't watching it because he'd come back and just not very prepared. And so they would send him blank discs and say like, hey, did you watch it? And he's like, yeah. And then they're like, well, that's fucking blank. Gotcha, bitch.
So then they accused him of that or whatever and caught him and then
ended up getting released a little later. But yeah.
But like,
and then he never came back.
It's funny because like a lot of people know that name. Like, was he ever like good or like?
Well, he was a number one overall pick. He was really good in college. Yeah.
Yeah. So when he played in the pros, though, did he have any success?
I don't think so. I mean, he probably played like 1 or 2 years, and then he was the backup, and he's just gone out of the NFL.
Well, it's just like he's kind of like a cult like meme sort of like you always see people here and there with like Jamarcus Russell jerseys and shit, and I just remember him from like the old video games and stuff.
It's kind of like Kwame Brown. If you've heard the name Kwame Brown recently, I think they're a little. Actually, no, that's not true. Kwame Brown played a lot longer, but he was a bust.
Yeah, and he's been all over social media. He's going on rants on Instagram with like like Derek Fisher and stuff,
or Matt Barnes and Steven Jackson.
Oh,
yeah, I don't know. NBA drama.
Yeah, but how did we get here? Oh yeah, I just want. That's why with Spike Ball, I really feel like I have like a love for a sport again.
All right,
like that's. And even with golf, I like it, but it's not like, I don't know. I do enjoy it when I'm doing it, but it's not like I'm like, oh my God, I want to play golf today.
Yeah.
But with Spike Ball, I have that feeling. And with the show now, I have that feeling.
Yeah.
Also, just like people have known for many years that video games are addicting. And I have definitely at certain points in my life been addicted to video games. I definitely was addicted around like the Black Ops 1 Call of Duty days, and then also Modern Warfare 2, and then I probably was addicted at one point to Fortnite when we were like really grinding. And
I got pulled over driving home too quickly to get back to play Fortnite. I was speeding home and I got pulled over
because he wanted to be in the squad.
Because I was trying to beat someone so I could be in the squad, and I did. I still got pulled over and I still made it in time, and I didn't get a ticket.
Wow.
It was a great day.
Worth it. Your addiction was so worth it. But,
yeah, although that definitely made me get back slower.
Yeah. But like, I don't know. It's scary because I know that I do have the tendency of getting addicted to video games without a doubt. Like I have whatever it is where I can play a game, and like Skyrim, dude, I literally didn't leave my house for like a week when I first got Skyrim. That's all I did. And so I get scared when I find a game that I really enjoy this much because I know what it could lead to. So I always got to be like, all right, you're only going to play when everything else is done.
Yeah.
Because sometimes if you, at least for me, if I allow myself to play before I've done the work, things get bad.
Yeah, if I lean into that addiction and I'm like, oh, I'll just play a couple games, I'm just never going to want to get off.
Yeah.
And then I just won't.
Like today I did... Before you got here, when you guys were on your way over, I had like 45 minutes. And I was like, I'm going to do one challenge. I was like, one little thing in Diamond Dynasty. It'll take maybe 10 minutes. And it was just hit a home run. And I couldn't fucking do it. So this one challenge took me legit like 50 minutes.
Yeah. That's how they get you.
And it's dangerous because that's one thing. And then I want to do like 9 of them.
Yeah, because there's like infinity amount of things you can do too.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. You know what I did this morning? I went to Costco. Me and Jordan went there like when the doors opened.
That's pretty smart, honestly.
It was actually.
What time were you there?
9:30.
And like
that's like when it opened, I think.
Was it a good time?
Yeah, it was pretty good. And right as we left, it was starting to get crazy. I think people were going at like 10 or something. Dude, people in Costco are the most disrespectful people on the planet.
The customers?
Just to people, like everyone. Yeah, the customers.
Well, what do they do?
It's just every man for themselves. Everyone's just like got their carts and they'll bump into you. They'll run over your feet. They don't give a fuck. They will go down the wrong side. Like typically when you're going down an aisle, you stay on the right side. No, people don't care. They will stand on the left side until you move out of the. It's like, dude.
Do you think it's that they don't care, or you think they like just don't really know? I feel like there's some people that are just like just dumb and just like. They just like don't know.
Yeah. It's like one of those things in Europe. If you're on an escalator, like coming out of the subway or something, you stand on the right. And if you're going to walk, you go on the left. If you're standing on the left, people will fucking truck you. Like to get out of the way. And people in the US, they just stand and they're just like talking on the escalator. It's like we can use stairs. Yeah. God, escalators. What a stupid invention. What a stupid invention. Just walk up the fucking stairs.
Dude, even dumber, the escalators on the flat ground at the airport.
You can't walk down an airport. You can't walk 100 yards. You have to stand on this thing that makes you go faster, and then you're going to stand on it.
Dude, the other day, when me and Willie and Shim flew back from California, I remember when we were walking like from our gate back to like baggage claim, and we were stuck behind this group, and Willig was like, oh, let's just like walk on the regular ground. Like let's skip the escalator because it's kind of crowded. And the people who got on before us didn't walk And we were walking at a normal pace, and we beat them by a lot.
Yep.
And they were on the moving belt.
Yep.
Like, this is just so stupid.
It is so stupid. I would love to know how fast, like, Usain Bolt could run down that carpet or down that, like, the magic carpet thing.
Oh, if he was sprinting plus on that thing?
Yeah, because I remember one time they had, it was like some Japanese game show, some like Japanese show. Japanese shows always do the most.
They're so crazy.
They had these, like, powerful fans behind Justin Gatlin, who he's a gold medal sprinter, and he broke the world record. I mean, it doesn't count because win, but they gave, like, I don't know, 30-mile-an-hour winds behind him, and he just, like, ran the fastest time by a lot. Whoa. It was crazy.
That was on a Japanese game show. They brought in Justin Gatlin.
Yeah, or maybe it was just, like, some Japanese, like, little thing they did.
Oh.
It was in Japan. That's all I remember. It was, like, or maybe it was in Asia somewhere. I don't know. But, yeah.
That's cool. What were we just talking about?
People not walking.
I can't remember.
Costco, people being rude in Costco.
Oh.
That's another thing. All right. When you're in a parking lot, okay, and I'm driving, and there's obviously it's like a grid kind of, right?
Yeah.
So there's people trying to get in and out of different areas. Let's just do every other person if it's crowded. Like, hey, I pull up this intersection. I'm not going to completely block this intersection. I'm going to let one car in, and then I'm going to go. Nope. People don't like to play by those rules. And that really pisses me off. People are so fucking rude.
I hate when there's just like things that you believe is an unspoken rule that you know to be true and you feel like most people around you know it too.
Yeah.
But then when people just don't abide by these unspoken rules, it just fucks everything up.
People are so frustrating. It's so frustrating.
In my I'm going to tie this into my superhero thing.
Okay.
I did a review for Thor, the first Thor movie, and I was talking about how my favorite part of that movie was like Thor basically gets sent from his planet to Earth and he doesn't know shit about how humans like interact with each other. And it was so cool to see. He does all these like weird like there's so many just random social things that we do as humans that are everyone accepts as norms. Like, for example, if you're in a restaurant, you don't like throw your plate, and he literally finishes his coffee and just smashes the mug on the ground.
What?
And then he also like he goes up to a stranger and just like grabs them. Oh. And then he also walks in the middle of a street as like cars are coming, and he's just
like an elf. Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, but it's so interesting because when you see stuff like that, you realize that there's so many things that we accept as normal that everyone does. And we just do that because it makes the world go round smoother.
Yeah.
Like,
if we're all in this together.
Yeah.
Why not help each other out?
I know.
We should all just kind of be on the same rules.
I agree, man. What's a rule? If you could implement just like a social norm rule that's like founded by Kyle that everyone just should do.
I mean, I've got a lot of them. If we're talking just like in a social setting, if you're at a table, or no, let's say if you're walking down the street and you're in a big group, maybe be self-aware enough to realize that you're taking up the entire sidewalk and there are people going both directions. Also, you're walking slow as shit. So maybe don't do that.
Okay, so don't walk incredibly slow and take up the whole sidewalk.
Yeah, stick to the right. Everyone just stick to the right. It's like not that hard.
Yeah.
That and use your blinkers.
Those are two good things.
Dude, just like simple things that people shouldn't even have to say, but people don't do it.
Yeah. So I don't know if you saw it, but recently there's been this account that's been going viral on TikTok, and it's this guy who lives in New York City, and he has like a head mount or a camera mounted on his helmet, and basically he rides through the bike lanes in New York City, which I've never been to New York, but apparently I guess a ton of people don't abide by like what's written on the ground. Like if you're in this lane, you're going this direction.
Yeah, New York is like every man.
And it's just like chaos.
Yeah.
So his whole account is he just posts videos of him riding through the thing on a bike, and he just screams at everyone that's like not following the rules.
Yeah.
So he'll be riding through and he'll be like, "You're a fucking idiot!" Or he'll be like, literally, he'll drive by like someone who's like standing in it or who's like opening their car door in it, and he's like, "You're a fucking idiot, read the sign." And like he's just super aggressive and mean about it, but it's hilarious, and honestly I don't really blame him.
Yeah, I mean, if you're like a biker and you're just always in that lane, it would be super annoying. People put their garbage bins on that lane too. It's like you're just disrespecting the bikers, and bikers are annoying sometimes. That's another thing. Bikers, stay in your lane or stay on the very side of the road. You don't need to be in the middle of the road.
Yeah.
And like, I kind of get that it's a thing how like bikers can like, they can go between lanes and like get in front of you. It just really sucks when they get in front of you in a stoplight and then they go really slow in the middle of the lane. It's like, dude, just let me go past you.
I mean, there are times where they have like nowhere to go and they're just trying to be safe.
I understand that.
but there are times when they're annoying.
Too many times where they're just in the middle of the road and then you're leaving me like no space to pass you. You're just like not quite in the bike lane, but not quite in the lane. But
Yeah.
just pick one.
Do you think biking is a sport you would ever try?
No.
Neither would I, dude.
Well, I mean, I do like the Peloton sometimes. It's good cardio.
Oh.
I don't like it. It's just good cardio, and I hate running. So
Let's say if someone gave you one of those biking uniforms, like one of those spandex things,
yeah,
but they didn't have a bike, but they're like, here, I'll give you a nice helmet and a nice thing, but if you want to go biking, buying a bike is up to you.
Okay, I
Do you
gotta
think you'd
spend
do it?
like $700 on a bike now. No, I don't want a bike.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really blame you.
Yeah. Oh, there's something else I was gonna say. What were we saying? Oh, what you were saying about the bikers and like the lane, the dude. It reminded me at Green Lake, there was this dude. So at Green Lake, it's a lake in Seattle that you can walk around. There's like a path you walk around, and there's two sides of the sidewalks. There's people that walk and people that are on wheels, like skateboarding, biking, rollerblading. There's a lot of bladers down there.
I was there yesterday, actually. There's a lot of rollerbladers.
There are some aggressive rollerbladers that will like, a lot of rollerbladers like carrying a boombox. It's like, it's kind of cool. And
like Seattle's very like
blader.
hippie in certain areas.
A lot of bladers. So I remember one time I was walking around the park and there's this dude that I saw him a few times because he was just blading circles around the park. And he would get so mad at anyone who crossed that little line. And at first, like, I was kind of young, so I didn't really understand how annoying that actually is. And I would just be like, wow, this guy's such an asshole. Because anytime someone would cross the line, he would ride past them and then, like, just do this along the line. Like, fucking stay on this side,
So
bitch.
he was like a self-proclaimed Green Lake moderator.
Yeah, he was like the park police, but he was on blades. And, he was just, like, shirtless, riding around.
Did he have a whistle?
No, he had a boombox, though.
Oh.
He's playing music, and he'd just be like, stay on your side. And
Do you know what he was playing? Do you remember?
I don't remember. It was like 10 years ago.
Damn.
But yeah. Hopefully he's still blading.
Yeah. Could have taken a spill, hit his head, got brain. Was he wearing a helmet? Probably not.
No.
A lot of these
The
bladers
don't wear helmets.
They're not wearing helmets, man. I don't know. I kind of
It
get
just
it.
takes one pebble and you're down.
Yeah, like these. Yesterday I was there and there were these two girls and like they had really cool outfits on, but you know how like some certain styles are very like dangly, like there's a lot of things hanging off or like belt straps,
Like a cardigan. Is that
Uh-huh.
wait, what are cardigans?
I don't know.
I don't either.
I don't think it's a
Oh,
cardigan.
okay. What's like the long like sweater thing that like teachers wear? My sister wears them
It's
all
like
the
a
time.
dress.
No,
Like
it's
a
like
sundress.
no, not a sundress. It's like a it's almost like a bathrobe kind of. And
Karina wears a bathrobe.
no, it's not a bathrobe. You know what I mean? Look up cardigan. I think it's a
Cardigan?
cardigan.
All right. Well, now I'm.
Cardigan's one of those words that I've never known.
Spell it.
Cardigan.
Okay, so what do you think it is?
So it's like a long. It's like a
Oh.
yeah. It's like a bathrobe, but not stylish bathrobe.
Those.
Yeah, but like a little bit longer. Okay.
Wait, let me go to images.
There's some cardigans that go down to your
Oh.
knees.
Wait.
Like it goes down to your knees sometimes.
Yeah, like that one in the top left.
Yeah, kinda.
It's like a
That's
sweater.
Yeah, it's like a sweater. That's another word.
Okay.
It's like a sweater bathrobe combo.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
so what about that?
That's not. I meant more like the people who have like a bunch of pockets and like
Oh,
straps and belts where there's like things just kind of hanging off and like long necklaces and shit.
cargo shorts.
Sorta, but more like hipster vibes,
Okay,
metro
hipster
vibes.
cargo.
Yeah.
Shorts. All right.
And they were like rollerblading with that, and I was just like, there's so many variables here. If they hit a single pebble, if they trip on part of these things hanging off, or if one of those gets caught on someone running by them, I don't know, man. There's just like a lot of moving parts on those people, and I'm like, I get anxious.
I've realized one of my insecurities that I should not be insecure about is when I have too many things in my pockets and they bulge out too much, especially if I'm wearing basketball shorts. If I have my wallet, my keys, my phone, and my chapstick and like my mask or something in there, it's just way too many things. And it's like not enough things to warrant carrying a backpack around.
Yeah.
But I can keep them in my pockets And if I'm wearing shorts, they're just going to be all over the place, and they're bulging out like this far. And it just looks like I'm robbing a store when I'm inside. It's like he's just shoving candy in his pockets.
Dude, I agree. That sucks. That's like an underrated thing that sucks.
Yeah.
When you have to carry around just a bunch of shit in your pockets. I don't get how certain people like, don't use wallets. There's so many people I know that just have like a phone case where they have the little pocket on the back.
Yeah.
And they live their whole life with like their keys and then phone, and it has like maybe 3 cards, like a credit card, a debit card, and a fucking random gift card. I'm like, I don't know how people do that. Do half you people just not ever use cash ever? And also, do you only have like 2 cards?
Yeah, I have
like 27 cards.
We could go through our wallets. I kind of recently cleaned mine out, but I have so many cards. Like I have just like my ID, my insurance cards, like both my health and my dental, and maybe a couple gift cards, and then like my work card and like my old student ID. I don't know why I had that in my wallet.
Should we just go through our wallets? Should I go grab my wallet?
Yeah.
I'll go grab my wallet.
You got a fat ass wallet. Holy shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh my god.
And that's like, it's been fatter.
Like I can already tell right away, John's wallet is significantly fatter than mine. Like John's wallet is the gray one, mine is the black one. John has just got a beefy ass wallet. So
yeah, so okay, credit card, car wash, 6 free car wash tickets.
Shit, do you even use that?
You want a free car wash?
Wait, do you not want that?
Well, I want some of them, but there's 6 of them. You can take one.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I got then a debit card, Target gift card.
Wait, those are 2 stuck together.
Oh, shit. What the fuck?
What's that?
It's like a gift card, debit card, Target card, another gift card,
Holy
Costco
shit.
card,
Dude, you have
Safeway card.
Yes.
Shell card, DoorDash card,
Why do you have so many fucking cards?
insurance, Jamba Juice card, Cold Stone card, second Cold Stone card, and then
Bro, you got to go to Cold
3
Stone.
more insurance cards.
Oh my god.
So what do you
What do
got?
I have? I have Trader Joe's card, Cold Stone card. I have a Fandango card. I don't know. I've had this. It looks like I used it. I'm going to throw that away. Starbucks card that I also used. I don't know why I have that. Let's see what else I got here. Dick's scorecard. I'm going to throw that out too. I don't use that. This is good. I'm just cleaning out my wallet now.
Wait, but what if you go to Dick's one day? They'll be like, "Hey, sir, do you have a Dick's?"
Yeah, but last time I went to Dick's, I didn't even have. I just gave my phone number and they're like,
Oh.
okay. I passed my my firefighter test.
Nice.
Got that in
dude.
there.
That's good.
My AAA card, debit card. Got my ID. I have a ton of insurance cards that I just have stacked upon each other
Nice.
in there.
All the you have expired ones from like 2018 in there.
Yeah. And I got an Orca card, which is like a transit card. Fucking got my old job card in there. My old student ID.
Nice.
Let's go. Horrible picture. I look like a child.
Dude, you look so much younger.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
This is in 2017.
Wow.
And then just like some insurance cards or some like insurance and $3.
I got, let's see how many dollars. $1, $2, $3, $4, $5, $6, $7.
Nice.
So,
So we got collective $10.
yeah, there you go. God damn it. All right.
We
Now
have too many Cold Stone cards.
Yeah.
This is good. Now I just got rid of 3 cards. That's nice.
Anybody want to go get some ice cream?
Yeah. Why do you have this?
It's for ski gear if I ever want to rent ski gear.
Have you ever kept a condom in your wallet?
I have for a short period of time, but I learned in middle school in a health class that the friction of a wallet is bad and it can like deteriorate a condom and then make it not work.
Yeah.
And that always traumatized me because I was like, oh my God, if I keep a condom in my wallet, I'm going to have a baby.
Do you have any pictures in your wallet?
No.
Pictures of people?
No.
I think I do.
That's something that I've never,
Oh, maybe not.
like,
Thought I did. Maybe they're
God
gone.
doesn't care about them anymore. No, I don't know. That's something I've never. What is
I have
that?
a picture of my dad in high school. I don't. 1980.
Wow. Does he look like you?
I don't know.
Kinda.
A little bit.
Um,
That's random. It's the only picture I have. Is a picture of my dad in high school.
but yeah, I don't know. I've never been big on like keeping pictures in my wallet. It's like if I want to look at a picture, I'll just like put it in a frame or something.
Yeah, I feel like it's like once you have kids. It's probably
Yeah.
nice to have like, hey, have you seen my kid?
Oh, is that the idea?
I
If they
don't
go missing?
I don't know. Or like, hey, want to see a picture of my kid? But nowadays you just have a phone.
Yeah.
So there's no point to just like, you want an actual pic. You know how in like cartoons and stuff, you see people that like have like, they open their wallet and it just goes like, and like goes down and it's just hella pictures.
Oh, yeah. Was that a thing?
I don't know. How could that have fit in your wallet?
I mean, maybe they're really thin and they just fold up a bunch like a slinky.
But still,
Yeah.
why do you need that many pictures? Just get a photo album.
You know how when we were in LA, Luke's girlfriend took a photo with like a disposable camera, and then a few days ago he sent us like the photo. I'm such a big fan of just doing stuff like that, whether it be Polaroid physical pictures or using a disposable camera or any sort of film camera, because like there's just a certain look to that photo that looks so much cooler to me than just like a digital phone camera.
It's also cool because you don't get to immediately look at it and being like, that one's bad. Let's do another one. And then it's just not the same. It's better when it's like you take a picture and you forget that you even took the picture. Like I forgot we even had pictures.
Yeah. Honestly, when he sent the photo for 5 minutes, I was sitting there and I was about to text you guys and be like, yo, where and when did we take this photo?
Yeah.
And then I remembered, oh shit, it was her disposable camera.
Yeah. So maybe, are you going to start doing that?
Well, what I actually would love to do is start a thing where like let's say for 10 years, I just, not always, but I try my best to bring a disposable camera with me anytime I like go on or do something cool, but never actually like get them developed. So as soon as a camera finishes, just like put it in a closet and save it. And then like 10 years later, go get them all developed and then just like relive those memories.
Yeah. See, I love that idea. It would really, really suck if it gets to a point where that technology is just not accepted.
Yeah. And then
they
they're like,
can't do anything
oh,
about it.
sorry, 6 years ago, we actually stopped developing.
Yeah.
But I don't think they'll ever stop developing photos. Like
I hope not.
some people will always want to get physical photos.
Yeah.
I learned that you can like, you can take any image or whatever and you can turn it into like a huge poster, like bigger than that. You can make enormous posters just from like a local like Walgreens or Rite Aid type place. And I seen on TikToks people will like edit in Photoshop, like edit photos of their friends to make them look horrible and then print out like enormous posters.
Well, that's like when you go to like a sports game and someone just has a big stick with someone's head on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God, we should
they do
make
it.
those. We should make
what
big
are we,
heads.
What are we doing with those?
We just keep them for special occasions, you know?
Yeah.
Like if Kyle does something really cool, I hold up like a happy Kyle face.
Yeah. No, totally.
It'd be cool.
That
It would
would be-
really, really engage the
Yeah.
audience a lot.
You would really never be upset that you just have them stored somewhere
and never touch
and have to
them.
deal with them when you move or something.
Yeah.
By the way, is that table still back there? The coffee table?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, clutch. We can use that in the new apartment.
Yeah. I mean,
It's a good coffee table.
is it good?
Yeah,
or
no,
is it kind of shit?
No, it's a good coffee table.
Oh, okay. Well, then, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm also really super glad that like we spent all this time setting up this super nice, cool setup back here that we literally use like 3 times ever.
Yeah, it's just not that feasible to.
It really sucks because I wish that like it was better to hang out in here, but it's just not the right
No.
place.
It really was a great idea. I mean, we could just move this whole setup here into our new place.
Yeah.
Whenever we get it.
True. I have no clue what we were just talking about because I had to get up and restart the cameras, but should we hop into the segment?
Yeah, let's hop into fan
'Cause
questions.
It's getting really fucking sweaty in here.
It's wet. It's just wet all up and down this body.
And you guys probably won't hear us stop complaining about that for the next 3 months.
But it's
So-
just
so
gonna
get
be a
used to it.
swamp in here. It sucks.
All right. Today we have fan questions. Kyle, what do you got for us?
All right, we got another Would You Rather. So
By the way, if you guys ever want to ask a question, anything, get creative with it and then DM us on Instagram at PIMS Podcast or leave a review on the Apple Podcast app, search Peak to Middle School, rate us 5 stars and write something nice. And in there, you could maybe throw in a question as well because we check those all the time. So thank you guys. Okay.
Boom. All right, so would you rather always have to drive the same speed as the temperature outside? If it's negative, you have to go in reverse. Or always have to drive half the speed limit. Both is everywhere all the time forever.
Okay.
So
if
So right now it's like, how hot is it right now? 90. It is 97. So we would be driving 97 miles an hour. That means down your driveway.
That means to get out of the parking, like to get out of any parking garage, you're going 97. And you're making a turn, you're going 97. Like, you would literally die.
Yeah, I mean, so most of the time, like, if you live in like LA, you're just speeding the entire year. I mean, you're going no slower than like maybe 40 the whole time.
Yeah. So LA, it could be kind of nice. Everyone already drives like a fucking maniac over there.
Alaska, actually Washington, I could see it could be more feasible.
But even Washington, if it's like 50 on an average day, you can't just go 50 through like a neighborhood.
No. Okay, I think the answer is half the speed, but it really is going to suck in the winter when it's like 25 here. We got to go 12 miles an hour.
Or imagine if you're just trying to go from like here to Tacoma and you go 30 miles an hour on the right lane in the highway the whole way.
Yeah. I think I'm going to pick probably the half just cuz it's safer.
It's
like
the
I'm
right
not trying to drive 97 anywhere ever. But that sucks.
Did you see the video recently of a guy who was in traffic and then it's like from a security camera perspective kind of, and this guy reverses out of traffic and then up backwards on an on-ramp and then whips it around, and this guy drives in reverse like 5 blocks.
Wait, he was on a highway?
So there was like an accident on the freeway and they were like, it was like gridlocked.
Oh,
it was stopped.
So he was like, fuck this, and reversed
and he was
out of
fuck this, and he reversed out of it, but then just kept going in reverse. And he went reverse on the on-ramp and then through some stoplights.
Let's go. That's sweet.
And all the comments were like, that guy's girlfriend definitely said like, get us out of this, or like, come on, like, let's get out. And he definitely was like, all right, you want me to fucking get out?
All right, we're going in reverse. I don't care. We're going through stoplights.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I
cool.
don't know,
Me and Jordan were just talking because there was a lot of traffic on the way over. There was a 12-day traffic jam in China once.
I heard of that.
And I was reading about it. It wasn't anything like no crashes or anything. It just happened. And
how does that happen though?
I don't know. There's too many people, I think. But
12 days.
Well, they said that there was a bunch of trucks maybe going, and then maybe they were taking up space. Okay. I don't know. But I'm sure that traffic in China is ridiculous regardless. And there were people that were just, I mean, they were stuck in your car for 12 days. So I was thinking, what happens, one, if you run out of gas? Because if it's hot, you want to run your AC, and then you're out of gas. And then, like, if the traffic's going to move, you can't move.
Because then you're out of gas. Yeah. So
and they would move 1 kilometer a day. Or, like, maybe it was 0.6 kilometers a day or something. And it was for 12 days. And people, like, they had vendors coming by selling noodles for 4 times the price and water for 10 times the price. And they probably made bank.
Dude.
Genius.
At that, I'd say take my fucking car. I'd just walk away. I would try and but maybe they couldn't just like leave.
Well, that's the thing is like if you leave, you're fucking everybody else behind you because they can't get around you now.
Yeah, and no one can really come and like tow your car away because you're stuck in this trap. Wow, if you really wanted to like imagine, I don't know why this would be a thing, but there's probably a group of people out there who are like these masochists and their whole goal is to make life miserable for people. Like I bet there's a weird club where they like plot ways to like ruin people's days.
Well, we know one of them we've experienced.
Yeah. So like what if there was a club where they were like, all right, you know, our goal this week as a group is we're going to try and make the worst traffic jam we can. And they drive cars in a mob onto the highway or the freeway and they take up all the lanes or whatever. And then as soon as they get into even a little bit of traffic, they stop their car, turn it off, and just walk away. That would lead to a huge traffic jam.
But I'm just thinking about like the 12-day traffic jam. I just don't see how that's possible. Like, couldn't you just? You would think everyone's probably trying to head home. Also, they couldn't go to work. They're in a traffic jam for 12 days. So there was a week of work you missed. Yeah. That's crazy. But like you're trying to drive home. Everyone's just trying to go home. So you would think people would just slowly start getting home and then it would kind of go away. So I don't understand how it lasted 12 days and people would just move a little bit.
And think about like really, really think about 12 days. Like 12 days ago, we were in California almost.
No.
But more or less, maybe like 15 days ago.
Yeah.
15 days. So like,
yeah,
like that's 2 weeks. How do you even survive?
I don't know.
How did they live?
That's what I'm saying. People had to have run out of gas or just died because of dehydration. I didn't read much into it, but I don't know. That sucks. I hate traffic.
Yeah. And then there's psychos who willingly sit in a line to get in and out in Colorado for 11 hours.
Yeah, psychotic. Not worth it at all.
So this is not my original idea. I saw a tweet. It's from a guy at Eddie Burback. I don't know who this guy is, but he said, I think your age should have to be displayed next to your account name on social media. Every day, people are making political arguments on Twitter with actual children, and they don't realize it. Imagine seeing a dumbass take, and before you stress, you see 12 and are like, of course.
Yeah. I mean, but if you're 12, you also shouldn't be on social media. You can't be on social media, so boom.
Well, you can, and you are.
That's what I mean.
90%
if they were to do that, the 12-year-olds would not be on there.
I know, and then their whole business model would be fucked because they wouldn't be making money off of kids whose brains are still developing and getting them psychologically addicted to this horrible thing.
That's exactly the point. They don't care. They literally don't care. They will do nothing to improve this.
But think about how great social media would be if everyone had to go by their real name and had to have their age.
And you can have one account.
Yeah.
That would be ideal. That would be great.
Then everyone would act like a normal fucking person.
Not everyone, but most people would. It would be a lot more civil.
You'd be more inclined to be normal.
Yeah.
And it's so true, though, because there's, like, you never know how often your day could get ruined by something dumb on Instagram or Twitter by someone who is, like, genuinely doesn't know what they're talking about.
Yeah.
Like, you're arguing with a brick wall because this person can't actually have a real conversation about it, and half the time they're trolling. They don't even give a shit, but you don't even realize that, or you still get worked up about it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I've ever responded to a comment on Twitter, just like clicked on a tweet and then looked through the threads and just seen the comments. It's always fun to look through them because you already know what you're gonna see. And there's people that get so worked up about comments, and they're like, I can't believe you just said that, blah 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 blah. It's like, you know, that person is just saying that to get a reaction out of someone, and you are that person that is reacting.
Yeah, like there's these like burner accounts.
Yeah. It's like, dude, it's like 70% burner accounts. I don't understand. Who are these people?
But I mean, there are people that genuinely get mad at tweets from a burner account. I'm like, dude, it's literally a parody account.
Yeah.
Like, how are you going to get worked up about this? I don't know.
Just don't respond.
Yeah.
Just don't respond.
Be like Kyle. Just be a silent observer on Twitter.
Yeah. I just love to observe the chaos.
Have you ever tweeted a tweet?
Yeah, back in the days.
Yeah, you've done a couple. You did like
a
one PIMS one when we started.
Yeah. I used to tweet back in the day. I think I tweeted Omaha - Peyton Manning. It was when he was saying Omaha a bunch. I thought it was really funny. How many likes
did you get? Like
probably like
2?
6. I thought it was a lot.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Any retweets?
No, I think my most liked tweet is like the spelling bee is lit, or like the spelling bee gets me turned, I think is what I said.
Wow. Is that tweet still up there?
Yeah, probably. You can go find it. You can.
So we could all retweet Kyle's tweet. The spelling bee gets me turned.
It does, dude. The spelling bee is fun to watch.
I mean, I don't think many people would agree with that statement. But
it's on ESPN for a reason.
That doesn't mean
it's fucking sweet. It's electric. It's great.
It's cornhole.
Yeah, it's like on ESPN too sometimes. On a good day.
It's not as
when there's
electric.
no sports on. Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, guys, sorry for my lisp. I forgot to mention. I mentioned in the pre-show that I now have a hucking retainer
thing. Got a hucking retainer with a penis on the end.
Retainer with a dick on the end of it, and it makes my teeth not touch, so I have a lisp. But thank you guys so much for supporting the show. We really appreciate you guys. I cannot focus right now. I am so hot.
That's right. Yeah, you can follow me at Kyle Stafford 36. Follow the podcast at PIMS Podcast, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Patreon.com/PIMS Podcast. We got a whole bunch of stuff on there. We got I was gonna say shirts. I was gonna say shirts and hats. We got deleted scenes. We got bloopers. We got pre-shows, and we got feet. If that's something that you want.
Yeah, man. So check it out, and if you become a patron now, you still get access to literally the over a year's worth of other content we posted on there. So honestly, I think it's worth it, and it helps us out. So check it out. And new episodes every Monday and Thursday, merch at pims.store, And we'll see you guys next time. You can follow me at Hey Narwhal on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. And we'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Peace.